Surah Al-Qasas, the stories, is the 28th chapter of the Holy Qur'an, revealed in Makkah, and it carries 88 verses. This surah is deeply narrative in style, as its name suggests, because it recounts powerful stories of the past to give lessons of faith, patience, and trust in Allah's plan. One of the central themes of Al-Qasas is the story of Prophet Musa, Moses. Peace be upon him. The surah opens by mentioning how Allah's signs are clear, but many people turn away from them. Then it begins unfolding the life of Musa in detail, his birth at a time when Pharaoh was killing male infants, his mother's fear and Allah's inspiration to put him in a basket on the river, and how he was raised in the very palace of Pharaoh. It tells how Musa grew up with both strength and wisdom, and how after accidentally killing a man, he had to flee to Madyan, where he lived in safety and married. Later, Allah called him to prophethood at the sacred valley of Tuwa, and gave him miracles to confront Pharaoh. The surah reminds how despite Pharaoh's arrogance and tyranny, Allah's will prevailed, and Musa was granted victory. Besides Musa's story, the surah also brings the account of Korah, a wealthy man from Musa's people who became arrogant and proud of his treasures. Despite his vast riches, his arrogance led to his destruction when the earth swallowed him and his wealth. This contrast between Musa's humility and Korah's pride teaches that true success lies in obedience to Allah, not in wealth or worldly power. The surah repeatedly emphasizes that worldly glory is temporary, while the hereafter is everlasting. It comforts the Prophet Muhammad during his struggles in Makkah by drawing parallels between his situation and that of earlier prophets, showing how Allah's promise of support and justice never fails. The chapter concludes by reminding that Allah alone is the true Lord of the heavens and the earth, and none besides him can grant guidance or protection. It invites people to reflect that this worldly life is fleeting, while the eternal home is for those who believe and do good. Some of the main lessons and reflections from Surah Al-Qasas that we can apply to our lives today. 1. Allah's plan always prevails. The story of Musa's birth shows that even when Pharaoh tried to kill every newborn boy, Allah protected Musa in the most unexpected way by placing him in Pharaoh's own palace. This teaches us that no matter how powerful oppressors seem, Allah's plan is above all plans. 2. Patience in times of trial. Musa went through many hardships, being separated from his family, fleeing from Egypt, living as a stranger in Madyan, yet each hardship was a step in Allah's preparation for his mission. Similarly, our difficulties may be shaping us for a greater purpose we cannot yet see. 3. True success is not in wealth. The story of Korah shows the danger of arrogance and pride in wealth. Despite having treasures so vast that even strong men could barely carry the keys, Korah's wealth could not save him from destruction. This reminds us that success is measured not by money or status, but by humility and obedience to Allah. 4. Guidance is only from Allah. Pharaoh rejected the truth despite seeing clear signs. This shows that guidance is in Allah's hands, and no one can force faith into another's heart. Our duty is to convey the truth with sincerity and trust Allah for the results. 5. This world is temporary. The surah stresses that the pleasures of this life are short-lived, but the hereafter is everlasting. The home of the hereafter we assign to those who do not seek exalted status or corruption on the earth. 28:83. This reminds us to live with humility and work for the eternal reward, not just the temporary glitter of dunya. 6. Support for the Prophet. Through the parallels with Musa's story, Allah comforted the Prophet Muhammad. Just as Musa was opposed by Pharaoh, the Prophet faced opposition from Quraysh. But just as Allah granted victory to Musa, he promised support and eventual triumph for the Prophet. This also encourages us to stay firm in faith during hardships. 7. Trust and reliance on Allah, tawakkul. From Musa's mother trusting Allah when she placed him in the river, to Musa relying on Allah when confronting Pharaoh, this surah shows the power of complete reliance on Allah in moments of fear, uncertainty, or weakness. Surah Al-Qasas reminds us that life is a journey full of trials, but Allah's wisdom, justice, and support are always with the believers. Wealth and power are temporary, but faith and good deeds are everlasting treasures. A short dua inspired by Surah Al-Qasas for reference. O Allah, make us among those who do not seek pride or corruption on earth. Grant us a heart that relies upon you as the mother of Musa relied upon you. Bless us with patience as Musa was patient. And do not let us be among the arrogant like Karen. My Lord, save us by your mercy from the plots of the oppressors, and guide us to the home of the hereafter, which you have prepared for the righteous.